Morning. Imagine I made imagine if I made you watch that, listen to that after just doing. I don't know what I was doing, chat. To be honest with you, it's been a long time, man. You know, I've not been streaming, innit? I've not been properly. I've been streaming. I've been streaming on the second channel, but I've not been properly streaming. So, like, you know, I keep saying I've got this pent up like energy that I need to get out. Big up to everybody, man. Welcome to tonight's late night stream, Briz. We're going to be talking about whatever you guys want to be talking about. There's some stuff that we can talk about, some football stuff as well. If you guys want to take the stream west at some point, then we can do that as well. Do me one favor before we get going, though, ladies and gentlemen. Please smash the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you guys are new. Can we talk about your baldness? Such a good joke, bro. Oh, my God. Did you think about that one yourself? Not heard that one before, man. Do you know what I mean? I've not heard that one before. Anyway, what's going on, chat? It's been a while. It's been a while. Ellie, let's talk about Savio. I don't actually know what's going on here with the Savio thing, bro, because on a real, yeah, like, the news come out about the fact that Spurs were after him and like City were willing to let him go for 50 mil, and then there's just been no news. There's been absolutely no news. So I don't know whether I did see something actually that suggested that maybe City like don't know, that they're not 100% sure whether they want to sell him. I think City still have Cole Palmer PTSD. I'm not gonna lie, I do. I think we maybe still have a little bit of Cole Palmer's PTSD. I'm looking at it here, right? Latest news on Savinho. Tottenham still keen on Savinho. City wants 60 mil. We ain't going to get 60 mil. I'd be stunned if we get 60 mil for Savinho. Yeah, so the latest news was back a week ago. Tottenham are still keen on Savinho. But Tottenham will need to meet City's valuation of Savinho, thought to be north of 60 mil. But we ain't getting 60 mil. Fucking no chance. No chance, bro. Ain't going to happen, mate. Ain't going to happen. What's all this Vinny talk? I literally have no idea. Everybody keeps on telling me, LB City getting Vinny. People in the chat, LB City getting Vinny. People on Twitter, Vinny, City getting Vinny. All right. Has there been any sources, any news, any links whatsoever? Or are we just making this up in our brains? Because I'm not going to lie, lads, yeah? I've not seen anything. I've not seen anything. Nothing. But everyone just keeps on saying City getting Vinny Jr. Bro, trust me, yeah. If we're getting Vinny Jr., bro, I'll be doing the streams, man. I'll be getting hype. I can do the reaction videos and stuff. There's nothing. There's no news about Vinny. Everyone just keeps on saying it for some reason. We're manifesting it. Fairs. That's okay, but you can't manifest it and then tell people that it's legit, because then people are like, what? Serious? Like, you can manifest it. Like, I'm not saying you can't manifest it, but you got to let the people know. Like, you got to disclaim. Yeah, you got to disclose this information. You can't just be throwing this shit out, mate, because I don't know what's going on here. Vinny liked a Jez Monga post. Oh, fuck, you know, I've missed you guys. Oh, he's... Vinicius Junior's liked a Jez Monga post on Instagram. So he must be joining City. Fair enough. Big up Mexico. Big up to you, bro. Honestly, man. This is a crazy one. Let us cope in peace. Fairs. Okay. Okay, Vinny not extending Madrid. Want to sell him this summer rather than let him go on a free next summer. Right, okay, so I get why Madrid might want to sell him if he's saying he don't want to sign a new deal. But you know what I think happens? I just think he signs a new deal. I think he just signs a new deal. I think he's just running his contract down and he's going to sign a new contract. That's what I think is going to happen. But if he's told them, yeah, that he's not extending, yeah, then obviously Madrid will probably want to sell him because... You know, how old is he? How much? Yeah, chat. I have a question for you, right? Vinicius Jr. How much do you reckon he's worth in this market right now? He's got 1 year left on his contract. Let me see how old he is. I think he's like 26. How old is he? Oh, bro, why is transfer market never work these days? It's washed. 26 he is, right? He's 26. Oh, it was his birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Bray. Happy birthday to Vinny. Yeah, big up to him. It's his birthday. So he's just turned 26. 26-year-old, 1 year left on a deal. According to Transfermarkt, he's got an estimated transfer market value of 140 million euros. That's a lot of money to pay for someone who you can literally get for free next year. I know it's not free because you have to pay him a sign-on bonus, but you know what I'm saying, right? That's still a lot of money. Bro, I don't know, man. Nah, it's not going to be 60 mil, bro. Trust me, it's going to be more than that. It's going to be close to 100 mil, even though he's only got 1 year left on his deal. It's still going to be close to 100 million. I reckon like 90. But bro, it's not going to happen, man. It's not. I don't see this. I do not see this one little bit. With a year left, 78 mil. I think a little bit higher. 150. 150 with a year left on the contract. That's crazy. I don't think it's going to be that high. I think it's highly unlikely to get any big player out of Madrid. We've seen what happens with Tchouaméni and Camavinga news as he wants to stay. Yeah, well, I mean, why would you want to leave Real Madrid? Why would you want to leave that? Biggest club in the world, man. Why do you're living in Spain, living in Madrid? But I don't see why you'd really want to leave unless he just had enough. Unless he just can't be arsed no more and he wants to make a change, you know. Make that change. Maybe he just wants to get off. I'd pay it all. To be honest, whatever it would be was huge. I mean, listen, I'm not one of these guys who says I wouldn't take Vinny Jr. at City. I would 100% take Vinny Jr. at City. 100%. Where he plays, I don't know. Yeah, that's up to the manager to find out. But I would definitely take Vinny. I know he's a prick. I know he is. I know he's a bit of a problem. But when he plays for you, I tell you this, guys, yeah, when he plays for you, it's different. It's different. Bernardo Silva used to wind up everybody. Rivals did not like Bernardo Silva. Did you? Yeah, you did. You loved him. Yeah, because when he's on your team, yeah, he's mint. You love it when he's on your team. When he's not on your team, you don't like it. But, like, come on, man. To say that we wouldn't take Vinicius Jr., I'd definitely take Vinicius Jr., man. 100%. 100%. I'm not seeing no Valverde links, man. I'm literally on City Extra right now. I'm not seeing any links, bro. There's literally no transfer news. Left wing Doku can hold bench, come off and make an impact, says Dom. Jed Spence or Gusto. I'd take Gusto over Jed Spence. I don't really rate that Jed Spence a lot. Granted, he did come off the bench the other day and actually cooked, but I don't really rate him that highly. I'd definitely take Gusto over him. Spence all day long. Wow, I'm pretty surprised at that. Let's get on the Spence train. Nah. Think it was City Report. What, on the Valverde? There's actually been legit links to Valverde. Are you joking me? Valverde. Nah, there's no links, bro. I've just gone on City Report, typed in Valverde, nothing's come up. It was a Madrid source. Nah, those Spanish sources are sus, man. If you guys want Vinny, it's 100%, 100,000% the end of Jez Doku, so watch what you wish for, says MCFC VK. Big up to you, bro. What would you rate our window if we only signed Anderson? I mean, it is the biggest signing that we needed to make, so that's good. No backup right back, major L. No backup goalkeeper because Trafford's going to leave, major L. We need 2 midfielders, L. We're not replacing Savio. I'll probably give it a 5.5. I'd give it a 5.5. I can't really go any higher than that. Oh, big up for Footy Vault, bro. Big up to you, man. 33 months. So sends in a chat, says big up to you, man. I appreciate the 33 months, bro. Big up to you, man. Shout out to Footy Vault. Big up to Thunder God Kunai. Says, do you think Pep's last few signings were to set us up with scatter shot quality for Enzo? Marmoush, Reinders, Gay, Semenyo, all top when bought. What do you mean by that? Do you think Pep's last few signings were to set us up with scatter shot quality? Do you mean like people that can shoot from the edge of the box? Nah, I don't think so. I don't think they bought Marmoush just so he could shoot from the edge of the box, if that's what you're on about. Nah, I just think Marmoush don't work. Yeah, Reinders. I still don't know whether I'd cash in on Reinders, me lads. I don't know, man. I don't know whether I'd give him 1 more year and gain like quality in lots of positions. Nah, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I don't know if I'm fully understanding what you meant on your chat, but from what I think you mean and what you just said, I don't think so. Someone's just tagged me in the Valverde tweet. Let's see. Nah, it's not. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, yeah, big up, bro. Oh, come on, man. Who is this? Miguel Serrano. Who is this sauce? Miguel Serrano. Miguel Serrano. Who is this guy? Miguel Serrano is a Chilean diplomat, and that's it. Bro, I don't think that's the same Miguel Serrano. I don't think that's the same one. One sec. Let me go back. Bro, shit. I don't think that was the right Miguel Soriano. Bro, I just clicked the first Wikipedia page and that's what's come up. Apparently, this guy, Miguel Serrano, I literally never heard of this guy. Man City made an inquiry about Valverde. They want 100 mil. If that's true, pay the money. But I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. Yeah, I don't think that's true. Yeah, I don't think that's the guy, bro. Now, big up Kunai, man. I don't think so, bro. But I don't fully know if I understand what you mean. If you want to explain it a little bit more in the chat, don't have to super chat. Send a message in, bro. I'll try and deep what you meant, but I don't think so. I'll be according to some sources, Madrid wants to sell Valverde, troublemaker in the dressing room with Uruguay too. No agreement. Well, this is the thing about this whole Uruguay, this whole Valverde situation was mad because when it all popped off, yeah, with Tchouaméni, yeah, everybody thought it was Tchouaméni, and then those text messages got leaked, yeah, and Tchouaméni was telling that woman, yeah, on Instagram, don't say anything, yeah, I'm not allowed to say anything, and that was like, oh, what's going on here? Like everyone was getting onto Tchouaméni, and then like the day after it all came out that actually this Valverde is just a wrong'un. Yeah, and he's a bit of a weirdo in the dressing room or whatever. And apparently, like, chinned him, didn't he? Apparently, he chinned Tchouaméni. And that's like, it's unlikely that both of them will be at Real Madrid next season. And then you started seeing all the Tchouaméni links to United. That then got cancelled. Yeah, and then it's like, yo, maybe they will get rid of Valverde. For me, if Valverde is available, I think you have to go for him. I think you have to go for him. But what is he? Is he a prick? Because you know all these stories and rumors are coming out now about Valverde. I've always liked Valverde. I've always thought this guy, we get this guy replaced Bernardo or something. But now all these stories are coming out about Valverde. But apparently he's a bit of a prick in a dressing room or whatever. One second, am I bad blurry here? I feel like I'm proper blurry. Where's the blur? One sec, chat. Let me get this blur sorted out. I feel like I'm mad blurry. Let me get the blur B. That's a bit better, isn't it? That's a bit better. Boom. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if he's available, then yeah, I think I'd definitely go for him. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. Yeah, hyped. Yeah, big up Tyrese, man. Big up to you, bro. Valverde's not good enough and toxic, but City fans rate him because he scored on us. Nah, that's bullshit. I actually rate him. I think he's a good player. But the toxic thing is weird because I never heard about this, but now apparently it's actually well bad. Thoughts on Camavinga? I think Camavinga's a good player. I've said before, I think he's stalled in his career. I think, you know, you go back 2-3 years ago, he was like, yo, this guy's going to be world class, like the midfielder that everybody wants. And it's not really happened. He's got a few injury problems. He is injury prone. If you can get him at a good price, you know, he can come in and squad rotate, then yeah, I'd be all down for that. But again, he don't want to leave. Apparently, he don't want to leave Madrid, and he don't come straight into my starting 11. So he needs to understand that if he's signing, he's bench player. He ain't getting above Rodri or Anderson, but he will play a lot. He will play a lot. I don't mean he won't play. He will play a lot. Sometimes you might want to go with a 3-man midfield and play all three of them. Yeah, sometimes you might want to rest Anderson. Sometimes you might want. So he would play a lot, but like he wouldn't be starting for me week in, week out. Yeah, I would take him. No, man, I would take him. LB Vinny Jr. removed Real Madrid from his Instagram profile. What? What you guys? Nah. How do you know it was there in the first place? Have you been stalking his Instagram, bro? You tell me, yeah. How do you know? How do you know it was there in the first place? Let me check this. Vinny Jr., yeah? How do you even know? How do you even know if it was there in the first place? His bio is empty. It's not empty. It's got Vinicius Junior, lightning emoji, BR Brazil. You talk about Instagram, yeah? We start their account spray. Nah, rate it. You guys need hobbies. Nah, leave them to it, Herbal, yeah? Leave them to it. Let them start the guy's Instagram if that's what they want to do. We follow Madrid Extra. Right, let me go on their account then. What are they saying? Nah, I don't see nothing, mate. What's happening with Rodrigo as well? Surely he's going to get off. Surely Rodrigo's leaving. Surely Rodrigo's. I don't see nothing on. Bro, these guys tweet a lot, man. Don't need Madrid Extra, bro. These guys are non-stop tweeting. All right, he's changed something in his Instagram, so apparently he's leaving. Yeah, I don't think he's going to get off. I still think he signs a new deal. I still think Vinicius Junior signs a new contract. He wants to get away from Mourinho. What do you think Rodrigo's price is now? I mean, it's surely dropped. Surely dropped. 25-year-old. 2 years left on his deal. I reckon 65. Maybe 70. I won't go any higher than that, though, based on, like, last season. Max, to be honest with you. 40 mil. Nah, it's going to be more than that. He's still got 2 years left on his contract. He's still got 2 years left on his deal. I'd go 60 million for sure. I don't want him, bro. I don't want him now. Oh, yeah, Tyrese. I did see that. I did see it, man. Oh, that is funny. Have you guys seen this Haaland video? I'll come to these super chats in a second, yeah? Have you guys seen this? Haaland's mocking Anderson. Bro, it's so clear. Is this AI, bro? Because it's like, it's almost too clear. Check this out. Is this AI? Watch this. They're talking about Anderson, yeah, when he pushed Anderson. Like, watch what he says now, yeah? Watch his lips, yeah? Watch his mouth read him, yeah? Look what he says. You see what he said? Is it AI, bro? Is it AI or not? It's so clear. Like, part of me's like, it's AI. He goes, he's a 150 million pound player. It's real. Oh, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's real or if it's AI. I think it's real. See, Sayer says it's AI. This guy says it's AI. I'm Norwegian. Fake. I hope it's real, man, because I think it's pretty funny. I think it's pretty funny. But I don't know. Default AI. Yeah, I don't know. Haaland's the type of guy, though, that will, like, if it's real, he'll probably just go on Instagram and say, yeah, it's real, like, with the laughing emoji. Haaland's not arsed, man. Haaland's not bothered, innit? Haaland's not one of those guys that deep shit too much. You know, like sometimes people do something and, like, they're like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I better apologize, even though, like, you didn't even do anything wrong. Like, a lot of players, yeah, would get on that. Oh, I'm sorry, like, I didn't mean to do that, or like whatever. He's probably the type of guy that just be like, yeah, I said it. It's funny. Like, he'll probably at Anderson in his tweet as well. Be like, yeah, Anderson, look at this as a joke. I don't think Haaland was impressed. Well, I get he probably wouldn't be impressed because his country's just been knocked out off a soft penalty. So he probably is pissed off, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Let's have a look at some of these chats. Big up NBA Fan TV, 25 months. He says, get the likes up and get the merch, Bray. Yeah, big up, man. Big up to everybody that has bought the merch. The link is in the description if you've not already checked it out. Check it out, man. You might like it. If you don't worry about it. Yeah, but if you do like it, worldwide shipping. Go and check it out. I got a cap for sale. I got. I am gonna make some more as well. I got a t-shirt for sale as well, which is actually fresh. I actually really like the t-shirt. That's what most people are buying, the t-shirt, but there have been some people that bought the hats as well. I can buy them both. That's the link in the chat. Go check it out if you've not done so already. Big up NBA Fan TV. He also says, we have to give all the signings from last to 2-year, one more year under Maresca. Let's be real. Pep Ball was dead last year, and the year before, he wasn't getting the same tune out of everyone. He says a management refresh was needed. I think everyone in the core squad was burnt out by Pep. Pep is the greatest. Just a refresh was needed. Also, did you see Martin Baturina call more for Croatia during the World Cup? Yeah, I did. I seen him once. I did see him once. No, this is what I was saying, NBA, on a recent stream. I think it was last week I did a stream about this whole players leaving, because what people need to realize is, yeah, and I've said this a few times, but there'll be players that you'd think are destined to leave because they've been poor. Let's use Grealish as an example. I don't think he's staying, right? But Maresca might love Grealish. Maresca might be like, yo, boom, keep Grealish, man. I'm going to work with this guy. You don't know. I don't think he will. But he could do. And on the flip side, there might be a player that he looks at and goes, nah, I don't care. He might look at Nunes. We all like Nunes. Most people in this chat like Nunes, right? 95% of people in this chat like Nunes. Maresca might look at Nunes and go, this guy's shit, mate. Yeah, pure bozo. Get me gusto. He's a different manager. He's got different opinions. So I agree. I agree that, you know, I don't know if you give everybody a 2-year spell, NBA. I don't think you give everyone a 2-year spell. Yeah. Like Marmoush, for me, I would probably not give him a 2-year spell. I'll tell you the reason why I wouldn't give Marmoush a 2-year spell, because there's nothing that he can do that will work unless you play 2 strikers. It just won't work. It can't work. He can't play left wing. He can't play right wing. He can't play in the middle because his touch isn't good enough. The only position he can play for me is a striker, second striker. And he ain't going to play there because Haaland's playing, so he ain't going to play striker. Foden's better than him in the 10. Cherky's better than him there. And you know what, bro? Real talk, man. I think I'd rather have Reinders in that position than Marmoush as well. So that's not me hating on Marmoush. I like Marmoush. I've said this time and time again. I just don't see where he can fit into the team. Now, there are a couple of other players. Reinders, listen, had a really disappointing season. He come in with a lot of promise. We watched a lot of him at AC Milan. The guy was balling out. We signed him. Got off to a great start at Wolves. Hit some decent numbers on the output. But in terms of overall performances, trash. So do you give him a year? Do you give him another season and go, you know, we think there's something in the locker? You only give another player a season, for me, if you think that there's something there that you can work with. I don't think there's anything I can work with, Marmoush. I don't think I can work with this guy because I don't think there's anything I can do as a manager that I can help him. Other than if I just drop Haaland and play Marmoush as a striker every game, which obviously I'm not going to do. Reinders, I think you've just got to get onto him and just say, bro, you've got to get onto the ball. You've got to ask for the ball. You go too many games. You know what I mean? Give me the ball. That was for me the most disappointing thing with Reinders, that he just, I think he allows responsibility of the ball to other players, and that for me is a major disappointment. Nico G is the weirdest signing we've ever made and the weirdest situation I've ever seen at this football club. All right, maybe not the weirdest, but like one of the weirdest, top 5 weirdest situations ever. First 6 months, mid. Second 6 months, brilliant. One of the best players in the team. Then gets dropped. We never see him again. Weird. Very strange. No idea what's going on. Jack Gordon saying that he's available for sale. So obviously maybe Maresca said he don't rate him or whatever, but I just think it's very strange. I don't even rate him that highly, by the way. I'm not even someone that rates him that highly. I don't call him Baby Rodri. I think he's just average. And I've told you guys this from day one, the day we signed him. But the first game I watched him, I said, this guy looks all right, but he don't look like he's going to be a first-team regular player. But as a squad rotator, maybe there's something there. And then the first 6 months of last season, I started to think about it and think, you know, maybe I was a bit too hasty on that opinion. Maybe this guy could be the Rodri replacement. And then, boom, he started to drop off because he was getting spammed out, then got injured. Rodri come back. We never seen him again. Apart from, you know, we've seen him a couple of games. One of them, the Newcastle game, I always say, man of the match. He was absolutely fantastic. Very strange. I don't get it. I don't really understand it, to be honest with you. Nah, you're wrong. He's class. I mean, I've seen him be class. I think for the first half of last season, he was class. But why do we never... Did Pep just think to himself, I've got to get Rodri fully fit? for the title running that never happened. Like maybe that's what he was doing. I don't know, but it felt like Pep just didn't rate him. And then to be fair, Pep did say a couple of times in the presser, you know, he did mention Nico G and his deficiencies and whatever, but I felt it was a bit strange. Squad says it's not weird. He's not intelligent. That's it. How can you not be intelligent though, coming out of you know, La Masia? Do you know what I mean? Too soft for me. People treating him like he's a war criminal. He's a little clunky going forward, says Dom. I agree with that, yeah, but I've seen him do it. For me, the best game that he's had in a Manchester City shirt showing this, what you're saying, is the Newcastle game. Yeah, in that March or whenever it was. He was tremendous, and he was playing the ball forward loads. So he can do it. And this is what I was saying a minute ago about, can you see it in the player, or do you think you can work with the player? And I think you can work with Nico G. I think you can. Some players are lost causes. I don't think Nico G is a lost cause. But for some reason, yeah, it just feels like no one likes him, which is weird. Nico G is solid, but where Rodri excels, Nico can't hold a candle. Not his fault. Rodri is world class. True. True. He was fine, did a job when our midfield was desperate for reinforcement. Now we can move him on. Wayne says Nico G got no awareness around him. Premiership too quick for him. He don't have the agility to play with his back turn. I think that's why Pep didn't want him. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It is a bit weird. But I wouldn't be that arsed if he got sold. I'm not arsed if Reinders gets sold. It's just with Reinders. Right, let me ask you guys a question, right? I've got a hypothetical situation. Right, hypothetical situation. Yeah? I go to the future. 1 year ahead. It's now 2027. The season's ended. Right? I'm coming back for the future. I say, chat, I got some news. We sold Nico G and we sold Reinders to Premier League teams. We sold them both to Premier League teams. We sold them both. Yeah? One of them had a world-class season. Which player am I talking about? Which player do you think I'm talking about? Which player? I'm asking you guys a question. It's a genuine question. Future B, gone into the future. We sold both Reinders and Nico G to Premier League teams, and I'm telling you, one of them had a world-class season. And I want to know which one you think it is. None of the above. None of the above, bro. Said none of the above. That's not. Oh, you fucker. You guys are funny, man. It's funny, guys. I'd say do a poll. All right. Reinders, Nico G. Right, all right, you do a poll? I'll do a poll then. Yeah, I'll do a poll. Right, poll in the chat. Poll in the chat. I personally would back Reinders in that situation. In that situation, a hypothetical situation, yeah, future B coming back and saying one of them cooked, I'd probably go Reinders. I'd go Reinders on that. Because Reinders, for me, is a good footballer. Like, he is a good footballer. He's good on the ball. He can score goals. You know, he's got a bit of skill. We've seen him do a bit of skill in that. He just has a couple of deficiencies which need sorting out. And I don't think they're difficult to sort out. This is the point I'm saying. I don't think these are difficult things to sort out. He needs to be grabbed. Yeah, and someone needs to say to him, mate, You're not going to fucking make it at this club, yeah, if you do not get on the ball and ask for the ball. I don't think it's that difficult. I just think he needs someone to be honest. Rather than me, oh, don't worry about it, mate. Yeah, you'll get there soon. No, someone needs to say to him, mate, what's going on here? You just let games just pass you by. With Nico G, I think that position is such a specialist role, such a precision position. Yeah, precision position. I like that. It is. It's so delicate, that position that he plays. And I just don't know if he's ever going to be good enough to do that on the reg for a full season, regular, in and out, in and out. So part of it is position wise, because I actually think that Nico G plays the harder position, because you've got to be on it, man. You can't afford. I mean, look at some of the games that we've had where our six has been absent. Yeah, you get tore apart. You can't afford to be bad as a six. In an 8, you can have an off game. Randers has had off games. There's still won games and Randers has played bad. You play bad in an 8, yeah, you get away with it now and again. Not every game you're going to get away with it, but you get away with it now. You play bad as a 6, you're probably not going to get away with it, mate. Yeah, so I would vote Reinders. I'm with the majority on this. The majority of the chat has gone Reinders. It is close. It is close. 39% of people are going Nico G and 16% are going none of the above. Reinders stinks. Reinders is absent. I wouldn't even say stinks, because for me, right, when you say someone stinks on the pitch, yeah, or someone's putting a performance and they stunk the gaff out, that for me is like you're actively playing bad. Reinders doesn't do that. I don't think Reinders does that. I think when Reinders is bad, it's because he doesn't do anything. Now, is that worse? Would you rather a player actually try and do shit and get it wrong, or would you rather a player just ghost? I don't know. It depends on the game, I suppose. Who do I think's the better player, though? I think Reinders is the better player. I think Reinders is a better footballer than Nico G. I just think that Nico G probably tries more, tries to get involved more. But I don't think Nico G is as good a footballer as Reinders, which is what basically Pep's mentioned. Pep's mentioned this in the press. He said we don't progress the ball forward. He's not quick enough on the ball. People in the chat are saying you don't pick the ball up off our defense good enough, because he's not as good a footballer as Reinders. But Reinders just hides sometimes. Are we all just forgetting about Calvin then? Yeah. Who had the better season between them last season? Probably say Nico G. I know Nico G season only lasted. Yeah, here's the thing though, yeah. Nico G season only lasted 6 months, but so did Reinders. Look at Reinders. It's not as bad, but look at Reinders' minutes in the second half of the season. They dropped off a cliff as well. Not as much as Nico G. But Nico G's first 4, 5, 6 months were mega. Yeah, generally. Maybe not every single game, but like generally, he was really good. I remember doing the mid-season stream with Jay. And we were like, yeah, he's been one of our best players. So we can't rewrite. No, it's not rewrite. Fucking hell. Rewrite history, yeah? You can't do that, bro. He was mint in the first half of the season and then didn't do anything. Not necessarily his fault because the manager didn't pick him. Reinders was just like average to not great to maybe 1 or 2 really good games there, you know? I'm sorry, apart from bots crashing, what does Reinders actually do? Nothing. Nothing. But that's not the point. Yeah, the point is he's a fundamentally better footballer. And if you can actually get him to get involved. But this is true. Didn't he get dropped, bro? I didn't watch the last game, yeah, the Netherlands game. Did I watch it? I can't remember. But one of the last Netherlands game, yeah, he didn't even play. He got benched by their manager. So the Netherlands manager is now benching him. So Pep benched him. The Netherlands manager's now benching him. That ain't a us problem. That's a you problem, mate. You got to fucking fix up. But yeah, I'm not that asked anyway about either of them. I'm not asked about either of them. I just think Reinders with some firm coaching could do something. But even then, I'm not 100% sure on it. The problem is we need a 6'8" backup, and Nico G can do that. Reinders can't. Reinders basically can't defend at 10. Here's the problem with this, Lucas, though, bro. And I've said this for years. Years I've said this. Nico G is never going to play in the 8 for Manchester City. I don't see it at all. Yeah, I don't see it. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, don't see it. That means it's a 6. He ain't going to play enough games as a 6, which will mean when we actually need him to play, he won't be fit. He won't be match fit, and he'll drop a stinker. It low-key happened. Was it Everton? I remember doing the watch-along, towards the end of the season, and I said before kickoff, I said, I'm worried about Nico G here, because he ain't played in time, and he was average to mid, bro. He was not good. I think it might have been the Everton game, and he hadn't played in a while, and I remember the watch-along, and I remember saying before kickoff, I said, I'm worried about Nico Gonzalez because he ain't match fit, and we're dropping him in. Was it the Everton game? I know. It was Everton, wasn't it? And he wasn't good. Yeah, well, not that I can remember. So that's my point. My point is, when you've got Rodri, you can't have a backup 6. And I've said it for years. It don't work. Just like you can't have a backup striker. It doesn't work because they never play. Unless you want to get some unk, who probably will be shit because he won't be able to run anyway. It's just not going to work. The only way you can do it, it's unfortunate, but when you have truly world-class players, this is one of the cons. Yeah, the 6th position, buy a 8 that can play regular football in the 8 position, but also back up Rodri when he's not fit, just like Ilkay Gundogan used to do. And with Haaland, we've already got the player at the football club. It's Semenyo. Semenyo can be the backup striker. You've seen this guy in front of goal. He's pretty cold, man. Scores a lot of goals. Yeah, so Semenyo can be a winger, and then when you need him to play as a striker, drop Haaland, play Semenyo through the middle, play Cherki through the middle, play Foden through the middle. Do it. What is the point, You're going out there, signing a striker. What's the point? Who are you going to sign? Dzeko? I shouted that out last season. Everyone laughed at me. But you go and get an 18-year-old striker or 18-year-old striker. What? Someone that needs to play regular football to progress and get better. And then what? Even if they do progress and get better, guess what's going to happen? They're going to go, I want to play regular football. I'm going to leave. So what? You're going to build up an 18-year-old who isn't even going to progress that much because you're not playing them. So even if they do progress, then you're going to sell them anyway. What's the point? Just play Semenyo through the middle. It's perfectly fine. Yeah, or Cherki as a striker. Whatever. Chris Wood. Do you think Maresca will rate Cherki? I mean, if he's got a brain and a set of eyes, then yeah, he should rate Cherki because Cherki's a baller. I still don't know where Cherki's going to play this season, though. Where do you think Cherki... Yeah, and this poll. It is pretty close, by the way, on the poll. Reinders wins just. So more people have got faith on Reinders. Still quite a lot of people. 16% of people don't have any faith in either of them. Yeah, I don't know where Cherki's going to play. I don't know if he's going to play off the right, or if he's going to play him through the middle. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, Matty, but this is the point I'm making, bro. We've already got that player. That player exists at the football club. It's Semenyo. He played there for 4 years, but he was playing for fucking Brentford or whoever he was playing for. Barnet, whoever the guy was playing for. Yeah, but Andrew, if you put Semenyo in the 6-yard box, you don't need to take a touch because his first touch is in the back of the net. I feel bad for Cherki. He should have chose Algeria. Yeah, I was a bit gutted he didn't play more. I was a bit gutted he didn't play more Cherki. But listen, he's young. He's got plenty of time ahead. No need to rush. Yeah, and probably low-key a bit better for us as City fans that he didn't play because that means he's going to be fully fresh coming into the new season. Yeah, but, we always want to see our City players do well. Yeah, we always want to see City players do well, but sometimes you got to be a little bit selfish, Yeah, sometimes you got to be a bit selfish. Is it weird that I always forgot Foden as our player? No, not really. I mean, he's not been at the World Cup, so you've not seen him at the World Cup. He wasn't really featuring towards the end of the season, so nah. But But he needs. I've got a little bit of hope, Massam. I've got a little bit of hope that Foden will be back next year. If he's not, then fuck knows what you do at that point. I genuinely have no idea what you do at that point. Yeah, because at that point, like, that's 3 years, isn't it? So I have faith. I do believe Foden will be back next season. I think it might be better for Foden that we've got a new manager as well. Maybe Foden needed a bit of a change. You know, all he's ever known is Pep Guardiola. So maybe it's better for Phil that he's got a bit of a change, bit of a refresh. I'd get him in the captain's group. I've said this for years. I think he needs it. I think Foden needs to be pushed into those sort of roles and responsibilities rather than just be like, oh yeah, I'm still that sort of kid. He's not a kid. He's one of our most experienced players. I get him in the captain's group all day long. I get him one of the captains. Zidane is joining after the World Cup. You never know what could happen then. Yeah, hopefully, man. Hopefully Zidane will play Turkey. Club showed him faith with the new deal. It's time he repairs it. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, apparently he got a pay rise, which is pretty crazy considering how he's played for the last 2 years. But the club have been loyal. They've given the money, which he probably didn't deserve off the last 2 years. He's got a contract. Yeah. Is that official, or is that still... Did that actually get like officially announced? I remember the talk because I remember Jack Gordon saying he got a pay rise, but has that actually been official? I don't think it's actually been officially announced, has it? Nah, it's not. I don't think it's been officially announced, but I'm pretty sure I've seen Jack Gordon say like it's all but done. He's getting a pay rise. But yeah, you're right. We've shown him loyalty with that contract that he, like I say, didn't really probably deserve. So hopefully he can repay us back. Because the thing is, yeah, if Foden was on it last year, we would have won the league, and that for me is a truth. Yeah, if Foden would have been on it last year, we would have won that league, man. Like, we need Foden on it. We need him on it because when he's on it, he carries us. He carried us in the 4-peat. Yeah, he was mega. He's so impressive. He's such a good player when he's on it. Like, he's unstoppable on his day. And I don't know what's happened last 2 years, man. He's like a different player. I've said before, I think he needs to bulk up. I think if I was him, yeah, I'd be going fucking scranning in this 6 weeks that he's had off, 8 weeks, whatever it is, when he's not been at World Cup. Just eat bare food. Put some weight on. I think he needs to put weight on, man. He looks too skinny to me. Like, you know, he's always been like not heavy, innit? He's always been like a light guy. He's always been pretty skinny. But I feel like he's lost a bit too much weight, man. I think he needs to eat a bit more. Put some muscle on so he's not getting like pushed off the ball as easy. You see, I feel like last year he didn't seem as strong on the ball. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm chatting shit. That's just my views. Bill Camaro says we should sell Nico O'Reilly while his value is sky high. We all know he doesn't have a future here. Whoa. What the fuck, bro? Why are you? Whoa. 1 second. Let's play the clip.
Here later, you go in prison. You go in prison, and you're getting named and shamed.
Bro, this is not stonks, yeah. We don't say buy low, sell high, bro. We're not trying to time the market. Yeah, that's what they're saying. It. Don't time the market. Just buy your stonks and leave them and come back in 60 years and hopefully you made a bit of nice cash. You know what you're trying to do here, yeah? You're trying to buy Bitcoin when it's 0 and sell it when it's sort of 100 grand, yeah? You're trying to be too clever, bro. You got a good player here. Why on earth would we sell him? Why on earth would we sell him, bro? Where's he going to play? Left back. He's going to play left back. And if need be, he can play 8. We don't know Gvardiol's going to play left back. Gvardiol might play centre half. He might play centre half. He might bench Gay, bro. He might play. I don't think so, man. I don't know. Why would we do this, man? We don't need the cash. He's not in our best 11. Bro, I don't know why you're saying this. How do you know this? What about if Gvardiol's a centre half? What about if I tell you right now, yeah, Camaro, with facts, I go through the future, yeah, in a time machine, and Gavardio's a centre-back, then he is in our best 11. He's only not in our best 11 if Gavardio's playing left-back. And by the way, yeah, are we really saying that Gavardio was that much better as a left-back than Nico O'Reilly over the last 18 months? Are we? Really? That much better? You're telling me he was clear? I don't even know if he was better than Nico O'Reilly left-back. If you want to say he was better than Nico O'Reilly at left-back, okay, fair enough. I won't argue with you. I think there's a chance that he was better than him. But I don't think it was clear and obvious that Gavardio was a better left-back. Nico O'Reilly was cooking on gasolina, bro. Prima gasolina. So, nah, there's no need. There's no need to be selling O'Reilly. Absolutely no need. And yeah, like Wayne says, he's versatile. He's a versatile player. A guy could probably play centre-back if he needed to. You don't, for me, those sort, you can play left-back, he can play 6, emergency, he can play 8, not really emergency, but like semi-emergency. He could play 10. That's where he played. When I seen him in the academy, he played striker and in the 10 position. I just don't, when you've got players like that, yeah, that can play anywhere, nah. I said L take Camaro. You think he was way better? You think he was way better? Let me do a poll on this. Was Gavardio way better, yeah, at left back than Nico O'Reilly? Yes, way better. Just a bit better. No difference / no better. I'm interested to know what you guys are saying on this one. I don't think he was that much better. I think he might have been better. Just. Maybe. I don't even know if I even believe that take, to be honest with you. I don't even know if I believe that. Like, I'm questioning my own opinion here. Vote in the poll. You put the number in the chat. 1, 2, or 3 in the chat. I think if you're saying way better, I think that's crazy. I don't think he's been way better. Hard to judge that. Gavardio played in a far more settled back line, says Strood. Yeah, vote in the chat. We'll come to that in a second. 2 is fair, but people saying 3 are deluded. Really? I don't know if they are, bro. I don't think so. That's interesting, man. But yeah, anyway, we're not selling him. We're not selling him. That's that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. LB, was it me, or did you also think that we're buying Pierce Charles as a backup goalkeeper for Trafford leaves, then that loan plan got revealed? Bro, I don't know what the hell's going on. I have no idea what's going on. I thought that's what everyone was saying. That's what I was getting told online. Trafford's going. This Charles kid, yeah, he's coming in. He's going to be the backup goalkeeper. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, homegrown, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, cool, makes sense. And then we've signed him and he's got loaned out. So what's going on here then? Is Trafford actually leaving? Surely he's leaving. Of course he's leaving. He has to leave. Surely he has to leave. Why? He can't stay at City, man. He's too good to be a bench player. Rotation option. I know it's different. He plays Carabao Cup and FA Cup, but you know, people forget, yeah, that only works because we got to the final of both of them. We could easily get beat in round of 3. We could get fucking Arsenal at the Emirates in round 3 of the FA Cup. We get beat. Same thing could happen in the League Cup. We get beat early on that, and then all of a sudden his season's over. He's played 3 games. It's all well and good saying, oh yeah, but if you play FA Cup and League Cup, yeah, that only works if you get to late on. There's no guarantee you do that. There's no guarantees at all. So I can't believe that he'd stay at the club. I want him to stay. Of course I want him to be the number 1 goalkeeper. I want him to be number 1 over Donnarumma. I've told you this before. But I just can't see him staying. Andrew, yeah, if you listen to his comments as well after the FA Cup game, the guy basically said, like, I'm out of here. Like, if you deep what he said, he basically said, like, when I signed for the football club, this is not what I expected, a.k.a. I was meant to be number 1, and then they fucked me off and bought Donnarumma. That's basically what he said. So yeah, for him to be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to do this all again, unless no one buys him. That's the only thing I can say. Unless nobody bids for him, maybe no one bids for him. But bro, if I was Chelsea, I'd be all over this deal. If I was Newcastle, I'd be all over this deal. If I was Liverpool, I'd be looking at Alisson going, he's not the same. He's on the downward trend. Should we ship him off and get Trafford in? Villa, Martinez, similar situation. He's on the decline. Should we get rid of him, get Trafford in? There's so many teams out there, yeah, that need a goalkeeper or like need a goalkeeper in the next 12 months. Maybe they just get him now and that could do with Trafford. I'm just very surprised we've not had more links. We've not had more links to him leaving. Losing England's future number one, we'll regret this in a few years. I think so as well. Big up Julia says, you guys talk about him like he's this world-class keeper, yet no one's in for him. Kind of like you guys hype him up. LB, no club is willing to pay that much for a goalkeeper unless you're Madrid, PSG or Bayern. Yeah, but Chelsea paid 80 million for Kepa. Alisson cost 80 mil. Pickford was bought for 30 million 10 years ago. So I just don't believe this. I think Premier League teams would spend 50, 60 million on Trafford. Put him on an 8-year contract, man. You got him for 8 years. Easy deal. Honestly, man, I think it's a no-brainer. I think it's an absolute no-brainer that these teams should be going for him. The problem is if Trafford stays until he's 30s, he'd be old Trafford, says Matty. Well, I mean, United could probably fucking sign him as well because they've got that Lemons, mate, who they gassed up. Who I think he's a decent keeper, man, but I don't think he's anything special. LB, you surprised Real Madrid and Bayern hasn't checked on Trafford with Gigi or Courtois? Neuer getting old. Maybe Bayern, yeah, because Neuer is getting old. I think Courtois still got a number of years left in me. Yeah, I think Courtois got a number of years left in him, but surely Neuer's fucking hanging up his boots soon. What is he now? 42? Manuel Neuer. How old is he now? 40. He's 40 years old. Mad, isn't it? 389 games. That actually seems quite low. He's only played 389 games. Is that not low for Bayern? Seems low, that, doesn't it? That can't be right. Manuel Neuer. Let me check his transfer. He says he's only played 128 games for Germany as well. Is that not low? That seems low. He's played 128 games for... he's played 598 games for Bayern Munich. He's played 598 games for Bayern Munich. And he's played 128 games for... Yeah, Wikipedia's out of date, man. Wikipedia needs to be updated there. Is he overrated, though? People say this, like, Trafford's overrated. But who's rating him highly? Like... Overrated. How is he? I don't understand how people say Trafford's overrated. I don't hear no one saying like Trafford's the best goalkeeper in the world or Trafford's the best goalkeeper in the league or anything. All I hear people say is Trafford's going to be England's number one goalkeeper for the next 10 years, which is probably true. Yeah, that is probably going to be a true fact. And then it's a personal opinion on whether you like Trafford or Donnarumma. I don't think anybody overrates it, to be honest. A lot of players are better than Trafford. I can't wait till he goes to a new club and you guys can see how much of a fraud he is. Well, I hope you're right. If we do sell him, I hope he's shit. I don't want him to leave and become fucking mega because that'd be even worse. So I hope you're right. I hope he does. If he does leave, I hope he leaves and he's absolutely trash because that'll mean that we've made the correct decision. But I don't think that's going to happen. Big up Brand says, remember the rumor about Maresca wanted a player who was planning on leaving to stay? Do we know who that was? Could it be Trafford? I mean, it could be Trafford. I don't think it will be, but it could be Trafford. Grealish. There's been some rumours about Grealish. I just can't see that happening personally, but you never know. And And then other than that, you're looking at Rico Lewis, doubtful. Because if that was true, we would have had news that City are not looking at a right back. So doubtful Rico Lewis. Nico G, if anything, it's more that he's going because Jack Gorn's been saying that he's available for sale. Reinders, was he ever really like legit, like he's going? I don't think he was ever really in that bracket. The other one was Marmoush, but I just don't see how Marmoush can play. Savio is a good shout, Marcel. Yeah, there's been no talk on Savinio. Maybe Savinio. It's got to be, yeah. If it's true, because again, that might not be true. It might not be true, but if it's true, it's got to be Savio, Grealish, or maybe Reinders. But I don't even think Reinders or Trafford. To be fair, we've heard nothing on Savio. I don't even know no information on this Savio deal. I don't know what's going on with this Savio deal. Nothing there. Literally nothing. Jackie G&A. Oh, I imagine he'd be buzzing. He'd be buzzing with that. Spurs on a spending spree to get Savio for them 80 mil. Remember what I said in early June? Savio was the player. Yeah, maybe we are. I mean, the thing is as well, yeah, is I keep reminding people of this. It's all well and good us sitting here saying, get rid of Savio, he's dog shit, yeah? Fairs. Who are we getting to replace him? The list is dead. It's a dead list. So dead. Vinny. It's such a dead list, man. Let me see if I can find that list that I sent. I did an AI question like last week, yeah. I asked AI, I said, give me a list of techie ballers that can replace Savio. Bro, it was not a nice list, mate. The list was not looking good, bruv. Where is it? Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? Where's the list? Give me the list. Yo, why WhatsApp bugging out, man? You know, show me the list. Can't find it, man. Anyway, trust me on it, yeah. It was awful. In fact, I'll do it now. Let me do it right now. I'll tell you exactly what it says. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah? Right. Man City are looking to sell Savio and replace with a techie baller who can play right wing but can also score goals. Must be realistic signing. No Yamal or Elise. Yeah, because that's legit in it, right? Watch this. Look how disgusting this list is. Right? 1. Antonio Nusa. Scored a nice goal, by the way. He did score a nice goal. Elite 1v1 dribbler. Can play right wing or left wing. Direct runner, but also combines well in tight spaces. 55, 70 million. This feels like classic City signing. Young, technically brilliant, and still developing. Number 2, Johan Bakayoko. Natural right winger, left foot, excellent ball striking, creates and scores, loves isolating fullbacks, could easily develop into a 20 goal a season winger. 60 mil. Take Fusa Kubo. Nah. Elite first touch, incredible in tight spaces, can play right wing, cam and false winger, presses relentlessly. Not an explosive athlete, but technically outrageous. 70 mil. Magnus Akliush. Probably the closest stylistically to Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez. Silky dribbler, left-footed, creative, scores from the edge of the box. Fantastic decision-making. 75 mil. Desiree Doué. Can play everywhere across the front line. Not a pure right winger, but unbelievably gifted. Would cost a fortune, and PSG probably wouldn't sell. Not realistic. Nico Williams. Not quite techie as Mahrez, but elite ball carrier, pace, improved finishing, works incredibly hard. My top 3. Bakayoko is number 1 pick. Best combination of dribbling, goals, and a realistic fee. Number 2 pick, Noosa. Massive upside and fits City's recruitment model perfectly. Number 3, Akliush. Mahrez-style technician with genuine goal threat. If your brief is replace Savio with someone who is a proper baller and can embarrass defenders, but also ends the season with 15 to 20 goals, then Johan Bakayoko would be my first call. He's naturally right-sided, loves receiving wide before cutting inside. He's an excellent left foot, still has room to improve under elite coach. He feels like the most realistic blend of flair, productivity at attainable price. Time to dox. Right, who is this guy? Johan Bakayoko. 23 years old. 4 years left on the deal. 20 million euros. Belgian, Donny. Is he Belgian? Belgian. Plays for Leipzig. Signed last season. 20 million euros. Tech. Oi. Wide. Nice. Okay. Oh. Nice. Oi. Oh, okay. Oi. I'm semi-moved. Guys. Oi. Why did it not show the pass, though? That's always a bit of a red flag. I always think this is a red flag, yeah? When you show me the skills, but then don't show me the pass, red flag. Why did it show me the pass? Show me the pass. Did he whip it out there? Oi. Kukukukurea. He just got cooked, bro. Oh. Right, chat. Let's dox further. Let's check his GA. That's how many goals he got last season. Oh, for fuck's sake. Jesus. Guys, you can never score goals. What's wrong with this? Right wingers in 2026, These guys cannot score, man. To be fair, he did only play 800 minutes, guys. 900 minutes of football. He did only play 900 minutes of football, guys. Yeah. Respect the time. Yeah, if we do goals per time, that's 300 minutes per goal. So if he was to play 3,000 minutes, he would get some more goals. He'd get 9. What is it with these guys, man? You remember that Egyptian Don the other day? Do you remember the Egyptian Don? I was like, yo, this guy's mad techie baller. Bro, check his stats, yeah? Didn't score a single goal in La Liga last season. Not a single goal. Why is it, yeah? All these techie right wingers can't fucking score. What's wrong with him, man? Hassan, that's what his name was. Balled out for Egypt, yeah? Proper techie baller. We was like, yo, let's have a look at this guy. It's even worse for him because he played all the games for wherever he was, Betis or Vallecano or whoever he was playing for, and he didn't score a single goal. I don't know what's going on here, chat, with these right wingers. I genuinely have no idea who we signed. And this is why, like, do we just give Savio one more season and just see what happens? And if he doesn't do it next year, then be like, oh, we got to go. It's time to go. It's time to go. Because the right wingers don't move me. What's happening with Akliouche? Is he available? People told me he was going PSG, man. Is that actually legit? Akliouche. Has he actually gone PSG now? Still says he's at Monaco on transfer marks. Yeah, but is he actually like legit going? Is it actually facts or is it just rumours? Because if he's available, then maybe we should look at him. Because he kind of fits the mould, man. From what I've seen of Akliouche, he kind of fits what we're looking for. Fabrizio said it's close. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I don't know what you do. I don't know what you do. Big up Luke, man. Big up to you, bro. Says big up to LB in the chat. Still can't believe we're just a month away from the new season. What are expectations for the new season? Yeah, bro. I can't wait for the season to start. Me. I'm excited. I'm probably a bit too positive because I reckon we're winning the league. So maybe I'm too positive. Maybe I need to be like, got to give him a season. But I don't think I need to give him a season. I think we're going to win the league in our first year. So my expectations are to win the league because that's what I think we're going to do. Champions League, please just get past the last of 16. Yeah, that's not asking a lot. I'm not asking a lot. I'm saying get past the last 16, man. I can't be watching quarterfinals, yeah, of Champions League and not seeing City in it. It's miserable. So get past the round of 16 and win me the league. Boom. But yeah, man, I'm positive. Arguably too positive, Luke. Big up to you, man. Big up for 25 months as well. Charles Spartacus, he says, now type Savio highlights and see what's the better comp. Well, bro, you ought to see the comp from last year because the comp from last year probably wouldn't have been pretty, bro. Yeah, but the first season. Oh, yeah, the first season. I always say this, yeah, about Savio. People say I shit on Savio, which is hilarious because I was the one fucking glazed him when I was at Girona. In his first season, Savio had a good season at Manchester City. Yes, he only scored 1 goal, but he played in a bad Manchester City team, and I think he'd done a good job. I think he'd done a good job. Problem is, yeah, the whole Spurs situation happened. He then got a contract which he shouldn't have got. And last year, he got worse. And he did put a target on his own back by what happened in the summer. Whether people want to accept it or not, he could have come out and shut that down. His agent could have come and shut it down. They didn't. He got a new contract. It's obvious to anyone that's not, blinkered, yeah, that's what happened, bro. And last year he then fell off, save for a couple, 2, 3, 4 games where he played well. But it's one of them, man. Like, I do think there's a player in there. I've said that all along. I like Savio. I think he's a good player. I think he's a good player in there. But I don't know, man. I kind of just can't be arsed with it, bro. But like I say, I'm only going to sell him if I can get a replacement. I'm not just going to sell him. I'm not at the point where I'm like, this guy's absolutely shit. Get him out of the club. I'd rather have nobody. Nah, I'm not at that level. I'd rather we moved him on and get someone to replace him. But I want a better player. I want a player that like I'm ready to invest my stonks into. I'm not just getting anyone. Do you know what I mean? Keep Savio for another year. If he doesn't improve, we have Monga. Yeah. Well, I mean, they obviously think this Monga's going to be serious. I don't know. Is that Georgie in the chat from before? Georgie, you still in the chat? The Leicester fan. Yeah, I don't know, man. Listen, I watched a compilation of him on YouTube. He looks very raw to me. He looks very raw. So I think that Monga guy is going to be a few years away from it being anywhere near the first team. I'd be surprised if he's in the first team within 2 years. He looks raw from what I've seen, but 10 mil on a 16-year-old, they obviously think he's going to be somewhat special. Or is it just a gamble? 10 mil to City's nothing, isn't it? You buy 5 players at 10 mil, one of them hits good, you've made your money back. I don't know. I big up Lucy, mate. Big up. Oh, yeah, Ethan on the other account. No problem, bro. You're on an iPad, yeah? Yeah, I get it. I'm the same in it with my iPad. What's my dream formation for next year? Probably just a 4-3-3, but a solid 4-3-3. A structured 4-3-3. A 4-3-3 that doesn't have gaps through the middle. A 4-3-3 where the midfield can actually run and compete and duel and cover ground. A 4-3-3 where our defence is solid. A 4-3-3 that can create chances for Haaland. He's not just stuck there doing fuck all for 90 minutes because no one can create chances for him. Yeah, that's what I want. I'm not asking for City to reinvent the wheel or for Maresca to do some crazy stuff. I don't need that. I just want to solid. And this is why this summer for me is very interesting because I've said to you, I don't think there was loads of work to do. We just got to tighten things up. Remember, right? I don't think City were particularly great last season. Yeah? We finished second, yeah, and we won 2 trophies. So the point that I'm making is, if we just tighten up a little bit of everything, yeah, the defense tightens up a bit. The midfield tightens up a lot. There's a lot of tightening. I can't lie. The screw's not even in the hole yet. You got to tighten the screw a lot, yeah, and then tighten up that attack a little bit. I don't need major improvements everywhere. I need a major improvement in my midfield, but I've needed that for 3 years. Yeah, or 2 years. And I need my attack to be a little bit more fluid and a little bit more less like rigid. And I need my defense my defense ain't even really a problem, to be honest with you. My defense last year was pretty solid on the whole. Got way too much stick. Told you that all season. I thought our defense was getting cooked off the media and rival fans for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, I just there's not that much that needs to be done at Manchester City this summer. There's not that much that needs to be done. McKay, I think McKay, couple minutes off the bench, maybe a couple of League Cup games. I don't think currently we've seen enough of him to say that he's going to get serious game time. There'll be a few positions injury prone, right back, midfield, we are shit. Well, this is why we need another right back. This is why we need another midfielder. I've said this. I said we need a backup right back. We need another midfielder. If we don't, you're playing a risky game. One injury to Nunes, we're cooked. One injury to Rodri or Anderson, we're cooked. Yeah, so I agree. What did you make of? Well, apparently, I think Rice was. I said this yesterday or this morning whenever I spoke about it. I think Rice had a very weird game because I think he dropped a stinker. Yeah, I don't think he did well at all. However, when he went off, we were shit. Like, we were awful. Our midfield was getting rinsed. That's why I put Reece James on in the midfield. So I don't think he played particularly well, but his presence alone helped the team. Which is, like Tillmans. I think Tillmans is all right. I think Tillmans is a decent player. But I think he should be at a club that wants to be doing serious bits. I think Tillmans should probably be a rotator. That's what I think the level he's at. I think if he's at City or Liverpool or an Arsenal, I think he's a rotator. I think he's in that bracket of like good, really good for Villa, Spurs, like mint. But if it comes, I don't know. I just don't think he's that good. But United, I don't know what United are doing, to be honest. I spoke about United this morning on Midday Live beside I don't really know what United are playing at. I don't really know what they're doing. We got Liam, man. Happy birthday again, bro. It says, LB, can't we try to turn Semenyo into a techie baller? Nah. That's not possible, bro. Yeah. Semenyo is Semenyo. We ain't got magic tricks here. We can't turn Semenyo into a techie baller. Semenyo is very good at doing what Semenyo does, which is direct, score, and physical. He ain't got tech. Yeah, and that's fine. Not every player has to have tech. I don't want every player to have tech. Bet you never thought I'd say that. Yeah, I don't want every player to have tech. I don't want every player to have tech. I want a bit different. I want a bit of variety. Yeah, what they say? Variety is the spice of a life. Guys, I want my team to have a spice. Yeah, I don't want my team to be all tech. Yeah, I need something different. So I'm happy with Semenyo. Yeah, I think Semenyo gets way too much shit, by the way. Let me say this. I think some of you guys, yeah, not everyone, but I think some of you guys who give him shit, I think some of you guys give him way too much shit, Semenyo. I think he gets way too much shit. Bro, he won us a trophy. Yeah. He got us to a final. Bro, lay off him, man. As I've said, though, when he has a stinker, he'll have a stinker. That's his problem. That's his problem with Semenyo. When he plays bad, it will be bad. Similar to Sterling. When Sterling was bad, he was bad. When Mahrez was bad, he wasn't bad, wasn't he, really? Because, he can still control a football. If Mahrez was bad, it's because he didn't fucking do anything. He didn't look up for it. But he wouldn't actively, sabotage the team. That's what it feels like sometimes with these non-techie ballers. Because if they don't control the ball, they give the ball away. Mahrez wouldn't do that. Mahrez's bad days were just like, the guy wasn't doing anything. But it's similar to I think it's quite similar to Reinders in that respect. I said this before when we talked about Reinders. When Reinders plays bad, it's not misplacing passes. Yeah, like doing loads of cross-field passes that are going out, miscontrolling the football. When Reinders plays bad, it's because he doesn't do anything. He's ghosts. Now, again, you decide, yeah, which one you think's worse. Would you rather a player try and play and try and get involved, but just everything just doesn't work? The ball bouncing off them. They can't control anything. The crosses are hitting the first man. They're blazing the ball over the bar. They're just having a shocker. Or would you rather a player just not get involved in the game? I don't know. People have different views on that. I think I'd rather if someone just ghost. I don't know if I'd rather them ghost, because I think that's a bit pathetic, man. When you're at this level, I don't think you should be ghosting. I think you should be trying to get on the ball and make shit happen. They're both bad, to be honest. Can't give me the tech. Yeah. I mean, I'd say 99% tech. Yeah. But you need some non-tech, bro. You need some non-tech in there. LB, you remember Mahrez at West Ham away in 2021. This is weird, bro. How do you remember that? 5 years ago. How do you remember a random Premier League game from 5 years ago where you just remember Mahrez had a bad game? How you remember that? Chat, how does he remember that? 1-1 draw, Foden scored. Yeah, but how do you remember that Mahrez had a bad game, bro? I don't get it. He's been waiting for that. He's been waiting for that, Marcel, for time, innit? I'm going to get LB one day with this Mahrez bad game. Generational Mahrez hater right there. Yeah, he's got it on a post-it notes. Facts. I'm jobless. Furs. Yeah. Anyway, anything else, lads, before I get off? I smash these likes up as well, lads, if you've not done so already. Still 600 people locked in. Hit the likes up. We're 10 likes away from 250 likes, man. So we need 10 people to smash the likes up before we get to 250. Anything else, boys? Anything else we need to cover? Anything on Rivals? You seen anything Rivals are doing that you think's a bit weird? I think that Meslier signing for Arsenal's weird. You know, the goalkeeper. I think that's weird. I think he's shit me. I think that goalkeeper's absolutely shockingly bad. Meslier from Leeds. I think he's awful. Honestly, one of the worst goalkeepers I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even joking. I think he's terrible. I cannot believe they've signed him. I cannot believe it. When I seen it, I thought it was a prank. Yeah, watch alongs on the second channel though, Robin. Make sure you subscribe to second channel. Links in description. More LB. Thoughts on Santos to Man United? I think it's an all right signing, isn't it? I mean, they needed to replace like a Casemiro. I think it's an all right signing. It's not a terrible price. All right, he's got growth. He's still pretty young, so he can grow. He can become a better player. I think he's a decent signing. I think it's an all right signing. To talk about Foden. Spoke about it before, Carlos. I basically said he needs to cook this year, otherwise we got problems. Oh, bro, you know what? Yo, Altrusic, yeah? I saw that again today. I watched it proper, the replay today of that saw-off. Oh, my God. Bro, if I was Norwegian, I won't let him back in the country, me. I'm going to be real. I'll put the gates up to this guy. Yeah, bro, that is shocking. You know how greedy he was? Greedy. Bro, so greedy, bro. I watched it again today on a replay on Twitter, yeah. I was watching it, I was like, bro, what is he doing? You see Haaland? Haaland was fuming. Guys. He was fuming. He was not happy. Rightly so, bro. I can't believe that, man. Why is he playing right wing? I have no idea, man. He obviously don't want to play Bob, innit? But I thought Bob looked active when he come on the pitch against England. Bob wanted it, man. You could see Bob knew. I told you this morning or whenever it was, but Bob knew he could cook O'Reilly. Bob, I don't know if he could, but Bob believed he could. I don't think Soloff believed he could cook him. Madness. You think Rossinia should be our under-21 manager? I think it's a terrible shout. I think it is, but then part of me is like, low key it could cook, but I don't think it. I just think it's an unnecessary. You know what that is? Yeah, it's an unnecessary shout. That's what that is. That's an unnecessary opinion. You know, people say keep your opinions to yourself. I don't truly agree with that. Yeah, because obviously this is a social media platform, and therefore it kind of be a bit pointless if you didn't give your opinions. But sometimes you've got something you think, yeah, I think this is a good, I've got a good opinion here, but it's just not needed, man. It's just best off just leaving it in your head to marinate. It's never going to happen anyway. It's never going to. It's like that Kamara one before, that selling Nico O'Reilly. Just chill, innit? You don't need that. It's unnecessary. Big up Vinicius says, LB, what's the situation in Vita Hayes? Brother, yeah, apparently City are going to keep him, man. I think City are going to keep him. I think City really like him, so I think they're going to keep him and have him as like 4th, 5th choice. But I've said I think I'd loan him, man. LB, I've got the nastiest feeling we haven't been linked with a second centre mid because they're still at the World Cup Argentina. What do you think, Enzo Fernandez? You think we're getting Enzo Fernandez? I don't think we're getting Enzo Fernandez. Jack Gorn come out and said, I know Martin was like, yeah, but that was 2 months ago. But there's been no other links to Enzo Fernandez. None. Not one. Not a single link from a decent source at all. I don't think we're getting Enzo Fernandez. I don't think we get him, man. Bro, that guy's a prick. I actually rate him. I actually think he's a good player. Yeah. I don't think he's like amazing, but I think he's a good player. And I think in the last 12 months, I definitely think he's massively improved and become a little bit more consistent. But it's just a dick. Like, see what he did with the obviously the racism thing for starters. Yeah. How are you going to explain that one, City, to the City fans? 2, you see, like, he wants to get off. Yeah, they banned him, bro. The Chelsea Football Club, yeah, banned their captain because he was twerking for rivals. And then, yeah, in the game that he comes back, he goes to the away end with their captain's armband on and he's clapping the away fans. It's like, bro, you don't even want to be there. You don't even want to be. So, yeah, I think he's a good player. I'm not going to say he's not a good player because I do think he's a good player. I just think there's so much baggage. Just go get Bruno G. That's what I was saying to Martin the other night. I said, if you want Enzo Fernandez, just go and get Bruno G. Bruno G comes without all the baggage. I know they're slightly different players. I get that, yeah. They're not exactly the same. Bruno's probably a bit deeper. Enzo's are probably a little bit further forward. But this is because they're a squad rotation player anyway. So who gives a fuck? Yeah, they're not going to play. Rodri and Anderson's the midfield. So they're going to be bench players anyway. Because let me tell you something, yeah? If you sign Enzo Fernandez, can the club just sign him and say nothing? Can the club just sign him and just say nothing? Like, people have genuine concerns. You can't just sign him and be like, yeah, we're not speaking about this. Like, we're not going to speak about this. We've signed Enzo Fernandez, 100 million, Chelsea. This is his GNA. Like, well, yo, what? You gotta mention it, bro. You gotta speak about it. You can't just not speak about it. Let's just get Jean Neves. I mean, that would be nice. That would be nice. But yeah, man. I don't know. We definitely need that second midfielder. We definitely need a second midfielder, 100%. Gibbs White. I doubt you're gonna get Gibbs White out of Forest now. We've just took at Anderson. He had a good season as a squad rotation option. Would I take him as a squad rotator? Maybe I'd take him as a squad rotator. Yeah, I'd be open to it. But you're not going to get him out of Forest now, are you? You just took fucking. You're not going to take 2 of the 3 midfielders out of Forest. Never going to happen. Rico gone. Yeah, Rico's gone, bro. Rico's gone. Low key should have got him over to Jani. It's not low key, bro. It's not low key, that one. We actually probably should have got him over to Jani. I still don't know if he would have cooked it City like he did at Forest, man. I see a lot of the thing is, chat, yeah, I've seen a lot of the Gibbs White good moments, yeah. You want to see the counter attacks and the space he's running into. You want to see it. That don't happen at City, mate. Like that very rarely happens, doesn't it, chat? We very rarely counter attack. We very rarely have that space. Look at some of it. If you go on Gibbs White, yeah, I would do it now, but I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed. If you go on YouTube, yeah, type Gibbs White, all skills, goals, 4K on YouTube from last season, there's a lot of times when he gets the ball in his own half and he just runs into space. It doesn't exist. Shit don't exist at City, mate. Yeah, we're playing against brick walls. And do you know what I mean? But it's one of them, man. I don't know. He's a decent player and he had a great season, but squad rotator. I'd take him as a squad rotator, but probably nothing more than that. Yo, big up Northside for the raid as well. Long time, bro. Big up to you, man. Can we attack Zay Emery? I mean, he's probably available. I'll be sure we sign. Oh, bro, I'd love to sign Palmer back. I'd love to sign him. I think he's the perfect right winger for Manchester City Football Club, which is what he was told. He's told when Mahrez leaves, you'll replace him. Yeah, he is the perfect replacement, in my opinion, on that right wing. But we ain't going to do that. We're not going to get Palmer. Plus, bro, you're talking. I think they'll want British record transfer. I mean, I think they'll want more than Isak for Palmer, Chelsea. I think they'd want 130, which he can't pay because he's not been good enough for the last 18 months. But I think that's what they want. Plus, bro, remember as well, they got him on a death row contract. I think they got him until 2032. So unless he's got a release clause, which, you know, if I was his agent, I wouldn't have had him signing a contract without a release clause. Unless he's got a release clause, he's cooked, bro. He's finished. All right, big up Rajiv, man. Secure tickets for Wednesday's game. Time to cheer on the boys. Come on, bro. Big up to you, man. Enjoy. It's going to be a generational game, man. England v Argentina is crazy. Just get Bawadi. Yeah, but Bawadi's... The problem is with Bawadi is, yeah, he's a 6, isn't it? I thought this guy's a 6. So if you get Bawadi, yeah, he ain't going to play football for a year. So you don't really help us. We need another player that can play in front of Rodri, in my opinion, this season. And then you need a 6 next year. Anyway, big up to you, lads. Been a nice late night stream. I've enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. If you did, smash up the likes. Make sure you guys have smashed the like button if you've not done so already. Check out the merch. Link in description. Second line of description. Grab your merch. I've got a t-shirt and I got a cap for sale. They look fresh. They actually look mint. Shout out Rajiv in the chat. He got them. Colin got one in the chat. A couple of the other lads in the chat bought the merch. So if you've not checked out, check it out. The t-shirt's the best one in my opinion. I think the t-shirt looks absolutely insane. I'm not even going to lie. I think it looks mint. Yeah, I wear it on the reg, bro. So check it out. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with some more live. We're ramping up the live streams now because the pre-season should be starting soon as well. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, big up to everybody in the building. Do me a favor, man. Smash the like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. And I'll catch you in the next one. Remember, tomorrow, more LB, France versus España live watch along. It's going to be class. Can't wait. Be there. Link in description. More LB. Peace out.